less spooky. Hello my friends and welcome back to LS Spooky. I'm your host Soul Rack the Innocent. Tonight we continue on our quest into the world of the paranormal. I have a few videos I'd like to analyze. Let's see if we can apply some logic to them and debunk them, or see if they truly are paranormal. So why don't you sit back and relax and enjoy yourselves as we continue on our quest into the world of the paranormal. LS Spooky. The following video comes from Paranormal Bloke from Twitter. This video shows a man that's sleeping in his bedroom when his door magically swings open and then some sort of ghost-like apparition appears. But could this actually be real? According to my friend who provided me with this video, he thinks that this is probably a digital effect that was added after the fact. First of all, let's break down why would somebody have a camera in their bedroom filming things. I always find that very suspicious, unless they're trying to film paranormal activity, which is a possibility, but in this case, I don't think that that's the case. And also just the quality of the way that this looks, I don't think that this is real either. Like what my friend says, it just looks like it's poor CGI. But what do you think? Do you agree with us, or do you think that this is a legitimate capture of a ghost?
There it is.
The following video comes from El Alienista Doc from Twitter. Alien videos are always very interesting to me. Here we see something that looks like the classic saucer-shaped spacecraft. Very fascinating. Here we see it in slow motion. Is that what we're looking at here? Or could this be something else? It definitely looks like what you would consider to be a 1950s UFO. How interesting. Or could this be something else? The possibility exists that this can simply be some sort of ornament that's being held up high, and then the camera can be placed really far away at a distance, and it could be a hoax. However, I doubt that. What do you think this is? Real or not? I think it could be a possibility.
Wow, look at that.
The following video comes from Paranormal Bloke from Twitter. This video here is very strange to look at. We see something that looks like half of a torso just walking. But if we look at the legs also look very strange and in a very strange and awkward positions. Fascinating. Let's think logically of what this could actually be. But before we get into that, my friend who provided this video for me thinks that this video is probably an edit. So the top half of the person has been edited out, and the person's just walking funny. And I would have to agree with his assessment on that. It does look like it would be some sort of strange edit. Very fascinating, very interesting, but an edit no less than that. Well, what do you think? Do you think that what we think is correct, or that this is something paranormal? The following video comes from Demon King 2505 from Reddit. In this video, we see something that appears to be a drone flying over some sort of field of something, and then it zooms in because it captures some sort of creature. Now, what could that thing be? Very interesting. Here we see it in slow motion. I mean, it doesn't look human, that's for sure. But at the same time, it doesn't look quite real because it's not moving. It just appears to be standing there motionless. I would say that what we are looking at here is not real, and that it is some sort of mannequin, or that the image was placed there in post-production. I don't think this is real. What do you think? The following video comes from Casos Paranormales from Twitter. I think this video is extremely cute. The dog here appears to have the zoomies. He is clearly happy. And the reason for that is because he just got visited by one of his little ghost friends. Perhaps maybe a dog that lived with them before. It's very interesting. Could that be possible? I would like to think so. Having animals that have passed away in the past and thinking that maybe they visit the current family members that we have would be a lovely thought. It's so cute. But what do you think? Is this some sort of ghost visitation, or is that merely just mist? The following video comes from Jennifer von Holstein from Facebook. This video is a strange one, and I can't quite determine if it's real or not. This woman was out for a walk in the field with her dog, and they came across some sort of animal. Now, the animal in question doesn't appear to be moving. It does kind of resemble a salamander to me, but it almost looks very dinosaur-like. Huh, very fascinating. Could this be real though? Or could this be some sort of unknown species? Or just a hoax? Perhaps that's just a toy that the lady put there, or someone else put there, put some sort of goo on it and made it look real. It's interesting to think, but since it's not moving, I'm going to say that this is more than likely a hoax. But what do you think? The following video comes from Demon King 2505 from Reddit. In this video, we see some sort of attack happening to this young man. Well, my problem with this video is, why would he be recording himself? That is very strange, first of all. Unless this has been happening to him before and he wanted documentation and proof of it, okay, fine, granted. The other problem that I have with this video is the quality. It is very grainy and very dark, so you can hide strings and things like that. So could this be real? Could this actually be a demonic attack? Perhaps. Do I believe it? I do not. I think that this is a hoax. But what do you think? Well, my friends, we've reached the halfway point of another video. Just a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel and to leave a like to the video. The following video comes from Paranormal Mexico from Twitter. This video is very, very strange, and I don't know how to explain it properly. Out of nowhere, the security camera caught just a flock of birds that just dropped from the sky. Very weird. The only way that I can try to explain this logically is that maybe a flock of birds got caught in some sort of vortex of wind in the sky and got carried away and then dropped onto this neighborhood here. Aside from that, I don't know how to explain this. Can you explain it? What the? Oh, where are these things coming from? The following video comes from El Alienista Doc from Twitter. Lots of these videos have been circling around lately, where you see big dark circles in the sky. But are these UFOs? Or could these be some sort of gateway to another dimension? Perhaps a wormhole or something? Who knows? Or is this just simply a cloud formation? I don't think that this is some sort of cloud formation. That looks way too constructed to me. I'm going to have to say that this is some sort of UFO, but what kind, I am not sure. Very fascinating though. What do you think this could possibly be? The following video comes from Bitter8036 from Reddit. In this video, we see a man playing with his dog in what appears to be the living room. Now, from what I understand and from what has been told to me, the man had no idea of what was happening in his surroundings. As a matter of fact, he could not see any of the orbs that were flying around, which I find very interesting. Now we see the man has exited his home and the camera is left set up in the living room, and you can see orbs flying around, which is very, very peculiar. Now, could these actually be orbs, or perhaps these are some sort of dust particles, or maybe an insect infestation? It is a possibility. Let's continue to watch. Now here we see the footage in slower motion. It is very interesting because you can see whatever those things are floating around the man and the dog, just in plain sight of the living room, and yet the man and the dog don't appear to react to them. Fascinating. Now let's say that they're not spirit orbs and that this is some sort of bug infestation. That means that this place would be filthy and disgusting, and I don't think that that is the case here, because the animal and the man would be reacting if there was some sort of bug infestation. Think of it logically yourself. If you were in a house that had bugs flying around, how would you react? You'd react somehow. From the looks of it, I'm going to have to say that this is probably legitimate footage of an orb infestation. This place is probably haunted. But by who and for what purpose, that is a different story altogether. But what do you think? Do you think that what we're seeing here is a bug infestation, or that this is legitimate orb footage? The following video comes from WillyBFR from Reddit. In this video, we see something that appears to be a bright orb of light. But could this be some sort of spiritual orb? Or is it just an insect? Here we see it in slow motion. Personally, I think that what we are seeing here is an insect. The reason why its light is so bright is because the surroundings are very, very dark, so it looks brighter than it would normally look. If we see the way that it moves in normal time, it moves very much like how an insect would move when it's looking for food or something. So I don't think that what we have here is anything supernatural. As a matter of fact, what we are seeing is only nature. The following video comes from Conspiraciones ESP from Twitter. This video here comes out of the continent of Africa. Unfortunately, I was not able to determine which country exactly. According to some of the comments of the video, this person is a shaman, and he is about to demonstrate some of his supernatural power. He takes the object, he blesses it, and then he's going to perform his miracle. Right now, he's doing a little bit of a prayer. Now, how can he possibly do this? There doesn't appear to be any strings attached to the object, and it does appear as if it is there. It doesn't look like there's some sort of effect or digital effect being done here. It's very interesting. Personally, I think that this is some sort of trick and some sort of optical illusion that he has managed to do. How he is doing it, I am not sure, but that it is some sort of illusion, yes. Psychic abilities and telekinetic powers are really hard to come by and are even much harder to document. But what do you think, real or not? Well, friends, we've reached the end of another video. As you can see, some of these videos were truly paranormal, and some of them were unfortunately not. But such is the nature of this business. We're supposed to be able to sit down, look at these things, and see, is that real or is that not? What could it possibly be? Let's think logically, right? Anyways, friends, I've been your host, Soul Rack the Innocent. Until next time, you guys take care. Bye.